to episode 42 of Checkpoint Chat. We've ascended to godlike powers now. What do you think about that?
I was just thinking,
I don't know what to say about that.
Where is that from? That's from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right?
You know, I've never seen that movie.
Have you ever read the book? You're a bad nerd.
Yeah. There's a really cute robot in that movie, isn't there?
Yeah.
What's
Is
his
it
name?
Marvin? Martin?
Martin. He looked.
I'm a really bad nerd.
Really cute.
No, he's very, very sad
Very
robot,
sad?
but very, very cool robot.
That's not cool. I don't like sad robots.
Have you never seen the movie?
No, legitimately never seen it.
Okay, you should watch it. It's very, very random, but that's why The Hitchhiker's Guide is so good.
What's it about? Do they just is it just like a buddy cop movie, but like in space?
It's a buddy cop. No, I don't know. Just watch it. That's anyway. It's too random to explain.
Okay,
just do it.
But with a sad robot.
Because everyone dies, like literally, but not actually. The whales fall from the sky. The answer to life is 42. Yeah, not from space.
Space
Those all make sense when you watch the movie.
Space Norwhales. I mean,
existential
if
whales
existed, that's where they'd come from.
Norwhales. What are Norwhales?
Norwhales. The unicorn whales of the ocean and your imagination.
Is this episode 42 or 43?
40. Ooh.
Oh.
No, it's definitely 42. I'm almost certain it's 42.
It's 42.
I'm checking. It's definitely 42. Totally. No.
So I confuse myself because making a note, I normally change the title of obviously the number, and I looked at my phone. It was already 42. I was like, when did I do that? If you guys are wondering, I'm a little bit sick.
You're also kissing your mic again.
No, I'm not. Oh wait, I am.
So close. So close.
I need to put a barrier here.
A spacer, like a little ruler underneath the microphone.
Put a coaster, yeah. There's my
just speak
my
into the
measuring
coaster
mark.
for the whole. Yeah, they'll make things sound great. Yeah, you're a bit ill, a bit sick.
Speaking of coasters, I have a Red Bull.
Oh, hot damn! Yeah.
This is your fault. Remember when I was so good and I didn't drink Red Bull for breakfast?
I don't think I've ever seen you drink a Red Bull. Like ever. I've seen you definitely when I used to visit you after runs, you'd offer me Coke at 9 a.m. and I think you're crazy, and now look at us.
Now look at us, look at you.
What do you mean? No, you bought this. Psh, I didn't ask you to buy this.
You so did.
Nah,
you didn't ask me to buy my own though.
That's true.
That the 2-for-1 though. I was like,
I know, and the thing is, all the petrol stations have this 2-for-1 in perpetuity. So
forever.
It's
on Monster as well.
Yeah, it's always like. And then you try be good. You try buy one. And you go to the front and they're like, you can get 2. And you're like, I know. And then you have to think about it a third time.
And they give you that disapproving look like,
they're like,
you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out.
And then every now and then you have the willpower to go, I'm just having one.
No, fam. I'm okay.
But most of the time you're like, fuck, man. I mean, I'm going to have another one eventually. Might as well just keep it in the fridge.
I might as well just buy a case of them.
Yeah. And then you think you're going to keep it for the next day, but then you just plow 2 Red Bulls and then
I think that's you.
Yeah, this is definitely my life story.
The caffeine doesn't really, honestly, affect me.
There's not that much caffeine in Red Bull. There's
the taurine, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. But there's more caffeine in like a cup of tea.
Really?
Yeah, this has just got.
There's caffeine in tea?
Yes. What? You didn't know this?
No, there's caffeine in coffee.
No. There's more caffeine in normal like 5 Roses tea than a cup of coffee.
This is mind blowing. This is the
Rooibos obviously has no caffeine.
We're rebranding this podcast as the Did You Know?
I mean, this is why I drink like 3-4 cups of tea a day at work. I need that shit.
I honestly had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, normal 5 Roses tea.
So when people
caffeine.
can't sleep, they're like, oh man, I can't sleep tonight. But I haven't been drinking coffee. I just had 3 cups of tea.
I mean, they have to be very careful what cups of tea they're drinking. That good old chamomile, very good for sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Good old red 5 Roses, terrible. Terrible for trying to get to sleep. But it is a very good warm beverage.
This is mind blowing.
Tea is better than coffee.
The dogs agree. And they're like, yeah, tea.
Yeah, they've all just woken up now, so they're all making noise.
Being fed now?
Bluff, yeah.
Oh my God. How do you feed an army of dogs? What is the most effective? Do you just, I don't know, pull open the back of a pickup truck and
toss food on the floor and
it's a battle royale there. 100 dogs land on your backyard.
There's only food enough for one.
Oh no.
It's like it's a process. You have to each give them their little space. You have to And
Oh, my
also
word.
most of them are on like diet food
Oh, yeah?
because they're all fat. So you have to be very careful that they're not stealing each other's food. So you have to put them in their little corner,
Wow.
give them the right amount of food. It's a process. It's a real process.
Who's the mayor of Dog City in your house? Who would you
The
say?
mayor?
Who's the leader of the pack?
I think there's two mayors because there's the outside pack and the
Oh,
inside
yeah.
pack. So definitely outside pack is Mayor Teddy, who
Mayor
always comes and annoys you when
He
you're
just
around.
wants love.
He does. He
Mayor
just comes to you
Teddy.
and he paws you. He's like, "Give me love right now."
The moment my door opens, his
Right
little
now.
snout is there. He's like, hey.
He wasn't there today.
Give me
'cause
a
it's
cuddle.
raining.
Yeah, he's like, no.
lazy.
And
Inside the mayor. That's trickier. I think Ziggy's mayor, but he doesn't enforce it. You know.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol, sheepdog.
mayor.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's
My
pretty much
brother.
mayor. Yeah, and you two
Cousin.
have the same hairstyle.
Family member.
He's
or
actually going
something.
for a haircut today because you can't see because he's got hair in front of his eyes.
I
Do
didn't
you ever
know.
struggle from this?
No, only when I shower. I spent my whole life searching for my doppelganger, and then one day I arrived here. I was like, "There he is.
Yep.
That's it."
Look how majestic as fuck he
Wow,
looks.
why is he walking on all fours? Stand up.
He doesn't have your gift game though.
My
you know,
yeah, my
'cause
gift
he
game
doesn't
is,
have opposable
next
thumbs
level.
to use
Or a
a
phone.
phone or a phone. I mean, you don't know that. I could have bought him a phone. I haven't
I
bought him.
suppose he's a mayor. Does he take calls?
Yeah, he
He
does.
takes calls. He's like, Alessandro, hold my
He
calls.
calls the Powerpuff
I'm
Girls
busy.
every now and
I
then.
know. Wow.
The city of
That is a
Townsville
callback.
is under attack.
Wow, that is so old.
There
school.
is an episode of Powerpuff Girls where they all get turned into dogs, and that's a really entertaining episode.
Really?
Yeah. The
is,
bad monkey
this is after
dude,
my time.
What's his name? Mojo Jojo.
Wow.
He creates a ray and turns everyone into dogs, even the Powerpuff Girls, and it's adorable. And the
I
mayor's
feel like
got
I
this,
missed this episode.
beard. It's fucking awesome. But he needs it's super strange. He needs diamonds and jewels to power this ray gun to turn everyone into dogs, and then he recruits these fucking Dobermans to do robberies for him. It's crazy.
Of course it's Dobermans.
Of course it's Dobermans, yeah.
No, they are quite
They
scary.
jump through windows, they're somehow cracker safe without thumbs.
Although you have a Doberman that's super affectionate.
I don't have a Doberman.
No, not as you. Who's
That's more like a Rottweiler.
yeah,
The
but
one with the
aren't
3
they
legs.
similar-ish?
Yeah,
No,
Dobermans
no.
are more like than...
Well, this is my dog knowledge being dropped.
Yeah.
And it's not great.
Yeah. That dog's really cute though. He's only got 3 legs, so he doesn't...
And he also wants hugs.
Yeah, always wants hugs.
All
He's
the
stupid as hell though. He's dumb as
why?
bricks. He comes out at night and starts ripping pieces off a towel and eating the pieces. Why?
Sounds like Luna.
Why?
She's
What?
like,
Your cat
that-
eats towels?
no, paper. That's a nice piece of paper. Yeah.
Does she still attack the toilet rolls?
No, only when she was a kitten.
Yeah, I remember as a kitten she was crazy. She left trails around your house.
Yeah, she still does that once in a blue moon if you leave shit lying out. Although she's very tubby now. I don't know if she can
Really?
move so easy.
I haven't seen Luna in
She's so
ages.
big.
How'd she get tubby?
Len's kind of we think we have an actual problem here. We need to put on a diet or something.
Yeah.
She's very tubby. And she's obviously not pregnant because she's been spayed. So,
That's crazy.
we're going to
Is
have
she
to...
just not walking and taking rides on the turtles? Or the tortoises?
Maybe. I mean, but she spends all of her time inside. We're like, we need to go out and
She's scared of the dogs.
exercise. Yeah, but I mean, Lupin still goes out. He just climbs a wall, goes to the neighbors.
Lupin doesn't give a shit though.
No. Oh, yeah. He
Lupin's
doesn't want to die.
Lupin's a G.
He is a G. Comes in at night for love. Spends the rest of the day out. I don't know where he goes, but he's still around.
Oh, he comes in at night to ruin your streams by knocking over microphones. What a fucking
And
G.
Luna does.
He's like, fucking give me attention now.
It always happens. Every damn time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you play Bloodborne?
How dare.
Speaking of Bloodborne, this is a gaming podcast.
What? Wow. what a natural landing. Are you a pilot?
Yes, definitely. I'm the
spare
guy who
time.
landed that plane on the Hudson.
On the river?
What, you never seen that movie with Tom
No.
Hanks on the river?
Con Air was the
No.
Nicolas Cage. where he steps out and his hair blows. He's majestic.
It is. I watched that the other day. That movie has not aged well, but it is still ridiculous and fun.
It's a good popcorn
Who
flick.
thought they would put... Never mind. Dumb movie.
Who thought they'd put what?
When all prisoners in this fucking jet with weapons on it.
The dude who wrote the
And
script
John
of that movie.
Malkovich. John Malkovich.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, that dude always appears in movies. He's a very big name actor, but sometimes he just has these weird side roles. You're like, how did you get there?
He's great. I love John Malkovich.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's a good time. This is
So
Checkpoint
gaming.
Chat. Yes, episode 42. You can contact us on Twitter at Checkpoint Chat. You can email us, checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
And on Facebook, facebook.com/checkpointchat. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. I'm going to, in this week's show notes, I'm going to put a link to a Google Forms thing or a SurveyMonkey thing, just to get some information on demographics on who listens to us, because it makes pitching to advertisers a lot easier. So I'll put it in the show notes. We'll also share it on the socials. And if you have 5 minutes, I'd appreciate you just filling that out. Mm-hmm. It will help us make the show better. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
You'll never know if you don't take the quiz. So
just take the plunge.
We're going to ask you how many dogs you have.
Don't be a coward.
Yeah, don't be a coward. Just don't be a coward and take the quiz.
How many dogs and cats do you have? And then it turns out that all of our listeners have pets, and all of a sudden we're plugging Purina.
Yeah, Purina. We're
Whiskers,
getting sponsored by Hills.
All of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you only have fish, well, you're a monster.
What do you feed fish? What is the leading fish food?
Fish flakes.
Fish flakes. Today's episode brought to you by Fish Flakes. More on them later.
the best flakes for your fish. I don't. Imagine trying to come up with a 30-second pre-roll for a fish. Anyway, games. Are you dying? Are you okay?
Oh my word.
You okay?
Okay, hang on.
Matty's just dying.
I'm dying, guys. Yo.
Just dying in the corner there.
I've had flu for I had a hardcore flu for a day. And the next 4 days have just been me sounding like I'm dying, and I feel fine.
Were you man down? Did you not go to work?
No, I went to work.
What?
It's great.
I hate people like you coming to work and spreading your germs.
I just sat in my corner and I just sat in my work quietly.
Yeah. It's been a week in games. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, I think you've been busier than I have, because I've been playing Bloodborne and Apex, but Bloodborne I'm nearly done with, so I'm going to save that for next week.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure I'm on the
for Bloodborne.
Spoiler cast. Oh my god, you kill shit. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Babies crying
and loads of bosses.
I know, yes, so many bosses. But yeah, I've been playing that and good old Apex.
We can chat about Apex.
Carrying on that Apex trend.
Have you got your win?
I've got 4 wins.
4 wins.
4 whole wins. I think.
Last week you had none.
Did I have none last week? No, I'm sure I must have.
No, because it only came out the week prior, so none of us had wins last week. I only got my first win during this week as well.
I won one with Craig and Sage.
That was this week.
Was it this week?
Yeah.
Maybe it was last weekend after the podcast. Yeah, maybe it was last Saturday or something.
Could have been.
Yeah, I've won 4 games. I think.
Hot damn.
3 with Pathfinder, 1 with Wraith. But that makes sense because I've only been playing those characters really in like a bit of Bangalore.
Are you chasing the platinum trophy?
So is there a platinum in the game?
Yeah. Okay, so you have to win a match with each character, and then you've got to do a certain amount of damage with each character, and then you've got to, and that includes the 2 locked characters.
Okay. I mean that'll happen retroactively.
Yeah, eventually. The more you play, the closer you get to
the trophies aren't like slide down a hill and kill 3 people in a row with 1 bullet.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god!
Or sustain a slide for 200 meters.
That would be fun.
Sometimes it'll be fun.
Have you ever not chained a slide, but I've had it before. You slide, fall over like the lip of a cliff, and then land on another hill, and you just carry on sliding down.
That's the best.
Mini snowboarding game, basically.
It's the best feeling when you're falling and you as I hit the ground, I'm just gonna hold circle and just initiate that slide, and it transitions exactly how you expect it to.
But you know that when you're sliding down, you don't have to face you don't have to aim down the hill. You can start your slide and turn around and still shoot people behind you, and you'll carry on your slide.
That's pretty cool.
So you look badass. Not that I've ever killed anyone like that, but
know that.
You can run, sprint, look like I don't know, John McClane in an action movie.
I've learned to use slides to disorientate people when I have a shotgun.
Yeah.
You crisscross slide and then peacemaker them in the forehead. It's really good.
In the
forehead. That gun is way too
in
good.
the nose.
Way too good. Also, that gun for a shotgun is extremely long range.
Well, isn't it when you
crazy.
Here's something I learned last night. There's that attachment. I can't remember what it's called. But I always thought when you put it on, it immediately reduces the spread.
It turns it into a star, the spread or something like
that. No, so I automatically... Paw Patrol pushing the door open. I automatically assume that once that attachment's on, the spread is, it's less spread. I guess your fire is more narrow. But it turns out when you look down sight, you have to like charge this thing that it brings.
Yes.
Which I never realized until last night.
It like
so,
reduces the spread just slightly.
yeah, so it makes your shotgun literally a sniper rifle. Hello.
You've got
Hello, dog.
dog eyes at you.
He's like, please love me.
Hello.
What is this dog's name? Are you the mayor's
Chelsea.
secretary? Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. Look
Like
at
the
her.
mayor will see you now.
She's so gorgeous.
You're whacking the box with her tail.
Doesn't know what to do.
Oh, now she's sitting.
Yeah, Apex is great. I'm
Still
learning
good.
more and more about the game every time I play. I still think some weapons are a bit unbalanced in a negative way. So not that they're breaking the game,
Yeah.
but like some are completely useless, I think. So like the Mozambique is
I think
fucking useless.
everyone universally agrees that the
Yeah.
Mozambique is a little bit
I
meh.
think even Respawn said that they're looking into that because
Yeah.
I think they get, well, I know they get all sorts of like telemetry data to say X number of players are using these guns and these players are swapping these guns for these guns as soon as they get them. And I'm pretty sure they're seeing either very few people picking up the Mozambique or swapping it out immediately.
100% of players ignore the Mozambique.
Because it's garbage.
Wow.
It's terrible.
I mean, it's if you've got nothing else, it's okay. Like when you land,
No, it's
But-
still not okay.
it's better than your fists. Yeah. Fight
Debatable.
me. No,
Debatable.
not debatable.
Yeah, there's problems with I think the SMGs, except although again, like the first week the discourse was like, oh, SMGs suck, but now I found the Prowler to be really good.
Is the Prowler the burst fire?
Yes, so it looks like a P90 almost. So it's a burst fire one, but
But yeah, you're talking about the attachments. Takes it off
there's
burst
that
fire.
modification where you can change it to full auto. Now you've got a gun with like 25 to 30 in the chamber that has heavy ammo, so it does more damage.
Yeah.
And you can full auto. Yes.
Strong.
That thing tears through people. It is so good. It's my like go-to weapon now.
Okay, besides that, what is your must-have weapon, or what is your favorite loadout?
The loadout I usually get the furthest with is like a longbow or a G7 sniper.
Yeah.
And then a shotgun. Like it
shotguns
used to be
are-
EVA 8, but I've warmed up to the Peacemaker. Even
Is
though
that the
it's-
auto one?
the auto one's the EVA 8.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Peacemaker's the one to go for.
Peacemaker's the one.
It's
that
so
I go
strong.
for, yeah.
Just take your time, line up those shots.
The longbow is phenomenal. It's like one of
I
the best
enjoy the
feeling
longbow,
snipers
yeah.
ever.
My favorite is picking it up as you land, and because no one's got armor, you just shoot
You
people
melt
twice,
them,
and
yeah.
it sounds so bad. It's like, pa! And they just fall. They do like a backflip.
The sound effects for when you break someone's shield and when you down them are so satisfying.
Yeah.
It's really good.
The sound effects in the game in general are just really, really good.
And it's also like, it's really cool that you get this like glass shattering sound when you break someone's shield because you're like, cool, I know now.
It's done, yeah.
Yeah, they're done. What's your favorite loadout?
Well, we've got an army of dogs slowly walking inside. What are you doing? So what is the shotgun? Is it the EVA 8? No?
The auto shot.
Not the
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. I always get those two confused. So I generally pick it up, like whatever I have, I always swap out for a shotgun. And for long range, I really, really enjoy the Spitfire. It's the heavy machine
the
gun.
LMG. Is that the one that takes a while to spin up?
No, that's the Devastator.
No, it's Devotion.
It's the Devotion. Yeah, no, I don't like that one either.
Yeah.
No, the Spitfire is just a heavy LMG, and I don't know, man. I get so many kills with it. If I don't have that, it'll be a sniper, so the longbow or the G7 Scout. I enjoy it early game, if I can say that.
It's not great late game. No.
Long range, it's really not great.
Yeah, because it uses light ammo, so its damage output isn't that.
I mean,
high.
it does 30 damage a hit and only 60 per headshot.
Yeah.
So it's like when people have a lot of armor and health, you have to pop more than 3 headshots to down them, and it's just
It
impractical.
offsets that by being fast shooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like the G7's nice to have, but if you have the choice between that and a longbow, I'd say the longbow any day.
I mean, I enjoy the G7 when you land and you find it. It's actually really cool because you just pop people off so quickly. But yeah, so either M600 or longbow or the Peacemaker.
Peacemaker's good.
Although a lot of people a lot of pro Apex players are loving the Wingman.
Wingman.
Pistol. It's like a revolver.
Oh, that's the revolver with heavy ammo. Yeah, I've seen people rocking that late game.
I mean, it does 45 damage a hit.
It's a lot of damage, yeah.
And if you fire it off empty, I mean, when you extend the clip, it's like 9 rounds, I think.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty strong.
headshot 90.
And you could get distance on that gun with a good scope as
Yeah.
well. So
won't replace a sniper, but hey.
yeah, if you want to do a lot of damage close range and you're very accurate, because this is the thing. Like the Peacemaker is also really good if you're accurate.
Yeah.
If you miss 2 shots in a fight, you are in trouble. So, but yeah, again, you see, like we are gravitating. Both of our loadouts include a shotgun, and there's only 3 shotguns in the game, and one of them is completely useless.
Yeah.
So it's like that balance, and like a lot of SMGs aren't used. The assault rifles, I think, have far too little ammunition in each clip to be that effective unless you find extensions.
I mean, it must be a balancing thing, but I find it very weird when you pick up a weapon, automatic weapon. It's like, here's 18 bullets in a clip.
It's
Like,
nothing.
that's
it's
weird. And then
hardly enough to get the shield down.
Yeah, then you pick up an extended mag, and then if you have to pick up a really good rarity extended mag, then it takes it up to like 30 or 35.
Yeah, it's...
But
yeah,
it's a balancing thing.
It's a
It has to
balancing
be.
thing. I get that you don't want to pick up a weapon and be like, I'm comfortable with this. You should be hunting for attachments. But it just feels like with the time to kill being so high and the magazines being so low, it just feels a bit strange at the moment. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to balance it out. This is the 1.0 or 1.01, whatever the whole version
they
we're on.
patched it this week. I'm not entirely sure.
But they didn't
aside
do
from breaking
any...
my game.
Yeah, what happened with your game?
Don't know. Couldn't load in. Couldn't do anything.
Because when I played last night, it happened. I pushed X to get into the game, and then I just saw that spinning wheel, and it just went on.
Oh, that didn't.
and
So
on.
mine didn't even get to the point of pressing X. It was just like before needing to press X, it was just sitting there like
Oh,
loading.
weird. Yeah, but I mean,
So I had
that's
to
weird.
re-download the game, and then it still did that, but
I know.
I finally got in. So
Otherwise, the game's really good, but there's like some minor things I must fix. Like, have you played on a South American server? Harping? No.
no.
This happened to us last night.
How did you
it's the
manage to
second or
get
third
on an
time.
American server?
Well, we can't choose server.
But how did you know you were an American one? You could just feel it?
You can feel it. It's like you pick up.
Because there's no ping counter.
You pick up ammo and then like it disappears and it appears and then you have it. And it's like, oh my god.
I hate that.
So like only things I really want for the game are just the server select option. Maybe some balances on the SMGs and stuff. Make them more relevant.
Definitely
Which they'll do though. I mean, it's going to happen. They'll keep balancing and tweaking.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, they already have a patch out within a week with a bit of, Valentine's Day content and some tweaks. So that's cool. And season 1 is coming on the 1st of March, I think.
Was it the first?
Well, I know it's March. It might not be exactly the 1st, but that's season 1, and that's including a whole new character already. So exciting stuff.
But the game's really good. I'm still hooked.
It's very good.
When I'm not playing it, I'm like, I wish I was playing more. When I'm at work, I'm watching people play it. I'm like, I want to go home and play it.
Yeah,
I
watch this game a lot. Like, I watch it on Twitch a lot.
Are you watching Twitch at work as well?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I watch a lot of, like, Twitch and Giant Bomb's, like, quick looks. So previews of games and stuff like that. It's really entertaining. Good stuff. I've seen Giant Bomb themselves have run a few streams for Apex, like 2-hour-long videos. And they are terrible. Well... I say this, but they're playing and they're also like talking and putting on a show. But fuck, sometimes I'm just like,
hey,
it's so bad. But it's really entertaining. It's very fun.
That's cool.
You watch Shroud? That dude's a god.
No,
Unbelievably
I
good.
just watch random South African streamers. Like who's South African who stream? Oh, this dude, cool. This person, and just tune in.
Shroud got a 23 kill game the other day.
How?
23.
What's the most kills you've got in Apex?
I think the most kills I got, which wasn't the one I won, was I think like 5. I played a game with Glenn the other day where we just got lucky consistently and we got a lot of kills. So.
It's so good though. I
How
mean,
many have you got?
I think I've gotten 5 or 6 in a game. I think I might have had 7. But have you ever picked up the gold sniper or gold shotgun?
I've picked up the gold sniper, yeah.
The gold shotgun, I think it's called the Mastiff.
Yeah.
That drops people like instantly. Yeah. I mean, we had a game where fully kitted, everything. The dude just flanked us, shot me once in the head, and I was down. I was like, "Wow, okay."
It's
much for
I've seen
anything.
a Craig with it. It dropped and he took it. And
You've seen a Craig.
yeah,
I saw a Craig with the Mastiff once.
I've been dropped by the gold sniper before, where I think we were like the third or second last squad, and I was hiding behind a rock, and I peeked my head out, and I dropped instantly.
Yeah, it's 250 damage a headshot.
Yeah, so even though I had a purple shield, it was one shot, I was down. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, there's no way that's a normal sniper. And yeah, we lost.
And you died.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. That was my first experience with that gun, and it's good. It's interesting because those guns you can't pick up ammo for.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, but
they just come with the ammo. That
you get more than enough ammo. I mean, the Mastiff comes with 20 shells.
Yeah, I mean, you get enough for like a late game sort of thing. Like the sniper only comes with 8, but if you're popping headshots,
I mean, if a body shot is still 125, I think.
That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
So it's like pop one shot, just finish off with like I don't know.
And when people aren't expecting it as well, because like they don't know you have that gun, so they think, oh, I get hit with one sniper bullet, it's okay.
You die.
Next thing you're like, cool, I'm dead. Like cool.
So good.
Apex.
But, I'm really enjoying that game.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
2 games that came out.
Too many
this week.
games. Oh boy.
I've been playing Jump Force. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Fuck that anime bullshit. I've been playing a bit of Metro Exodus. Been playing it on PC.
Nice.
It's real pretty, that game. Holy crap. It's a very, very beautiful game. It's got some of that good NVIDIA ray tracing.
Oh, does it have ray tracing in it?
Yeah, it's not like so like Battlefield 5 uses ray tracing for reflections a lot, which makes everything look like it was bathed in water before
baptized in water.
Yeah. So Metro doesn't do that. It uses ray tracing instead for its like ambient occlusion and lighting.
Okay.
So like when you're in a room where there's only like an oil lantern that's lighting the room, it's far more accurately like a lot of the room is dark and you see the light emanating out from there. It's not just like this blown out, washed out image where, it only looks washed out by comparison. Like normally you'd be like, oh, that's normal.
That's nice.
So it's very beautiful. The game has a really bad opening.
Oh, really?
Extremely bad. Like slow, also just really confined. And
RTM.
RTM. Like it's weird because last week after we podcasted, I downloaded Last Light again because I wanted to refresh my memory on what it was. And firstly, that game feels old by today's standards because it's like lots of loading screens, very small encounters. But even that game has a better opening than this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
shit.
I did not like the opening to this one, but once, about an hour in, you get access to the train that is going to ferry you from one hub to the next, and it starts opening up because now most of the game you're playing above the metro, you're not in the metro. And you are ferried to these little like small open worlds that you get to explore, and you've got a lot more freedom than ever. It's no longer linear. Stuff like that. So that's really cool. The game feels easier in terms of like bullets aren't an economy anymore. So in the previous 2 games, like military grade bullets used to be the currency that you use to buy stuff.
So you had to balance between using them or actually buying stuff.
Because they did more damage. So you're like, I could use them, but then I can't buy a sick gun upgrade or something like that. So they've removed that and instead put an emphasis on crafting.
Okay.
So now with your backpack, you can craft stuff wherever you are. And it only uses 2 resources, like generic scrap or whatever it is, and then like chemical resources.
Turn
like
the scrap into a
radiated
machine
mushrooms.
gun.
Yeah, stuff like that.
How did you do it?
But the breadth of crafting is incredible. Like,
really?
You can turn a pistol into a sniper. You can craft modifications for everything, and you can seriously cater your weapons to how you like to play and how enemies are engaging. It's really fun.
Modify my fists for long range.
You could do that. Throw your fists like
that
characters
good, eh?
in arms. Yeah, it's great. It's Metro. Like I think if you didn't like the older ones, you're going to struggle to love this one because it's not fundamentally different. You still have to like watch your gas mask and your filters if you get into noxious.
Your Instagram filters.
Yeah, you got to watch your Instagram.
Make sure your selfies are good. Yeah.
Make sure
sepia. Put that sepia
Pro
on.
2 is working.
Oh,
well.
nice.
Yeah. You've got to. I mean, even though bullets aren't a currency anymore, at least on normal, I'm still slightly starved for ammo, so it's not like a run and gun blazing shooter.
Yeah.
And there's still a really big emphasis on stealth.
Yeah.
Like you are trying to stealth people as much as you can before they realize you're there. And yeah, the voice acting is a bit wooden, but it has been in past, like, there's only an English pack, and the voice acting is always better in Russian. So it's like, fuck, you know.
I remember playing the first game, and it sounded like they had the same voice actor for like every male character.
Yeah, they all.
It's Artyom, say hello to my friend. It's like Artyom, like, wait, are you brothers? Like, what's
like
going
this
on?
Shitty, like, English put on Russian accent, like.
It's like rather just play in Russian with subtitles.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get the Russian dialogue pack, I've played some of the older ones like that where it's just like Russian with subtitles, and it's far better, far better.
This dev studio, where are they based?
In A4, let me check. 4A.
4A, just a matter of interest.
I want to say Russia, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, because I just find it amazing where these games come from, and you find out actually like maybe they're not where they
They're
think
from
they're from.
Ukraine. Kiev.
Ukraine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Ukraine,
close, yeah. It's a good game. I think the reviews for it were really good. I think the story's a bit
Solid
strange. 80s. Like, I miss the strange like political intrigue of this like metro with people trying to survive. That's like gone and replaced with like a more overarching weird conspiracy, which is fine so far. Like, I haven't finished the game, so I don't know. It could get really good. The monsters are really cool again, and everything's really aggressive, but even though you're above ground and it's open world, they still maintain this sense of tension throughout, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, that is one of the concerns you had.
Yeah, I thought
more open
you've
world,
gone from this like catered linear place in this dark metro. Yeah, it still has. It's really tense and it's really really fun, and just the gun combinations are really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy tinkering around with that and messing around, and it's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. It's got a bit of bugs. It's launched in a bit of rough shape. I had an instance near the beginning where I just fell through the geometry of the world during a cutscene.
Notch was
that
like,
was interesting. Yeah, it just like carried on falling.
Dead.
And I've had instances on PC where the game has crashed or the frame rate has just dived for no reason.
God damn.
But other than that, yeah, I'd say it's a solid game. It's a good
recommend it?
Yeah, 100%.
How many hours have you played? Like, more or less?
About 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, so still baby days.
Yeah, it's a good... I think it's like 15, 20 hours around about there. So some people say 30.
Oh, God damn. Are those people like really searching every inch?
They're super into it, yeah. So I'm keen to get stuck more into that.
Nice.
You know what I'm not keen to get stuck more into?
Do tell.
Oh no!
Nearly died.
Good thing that was empty.
Yeah.
Good thing it's not near anything expensive.
Would have had a very sticky
hard
Western
drive.
Digital passport.
That's fine. It's a hard drive. All the important stuff's inside.
No, it's not inside. It's on top.
Yeah, I'm playing Crackdown.
More like Crackdown, am I right?
Crackdown 3.
No. What's wrong with Crackdown?
Let's give people a picture on when did we go to Gamescom?
I think it was 2015 when I went with you. No, was it 2016?
No, it definitely wasn't.
2014. We went to E3 and when? 2015. So Gamescom was the year before.
Let me think. So 2018 I went last year. The year before that you went there as also. It was 2017. 2016 we were at E3. So 2015 we were at Gamescom.
Good Gamescom, okay.
Okay, so
there you have it.
So Crackdown 3 was revealed in 2014.
Shit.
And then re-revealed in 2015 at Gamescom. We were there in attendance, and I was like, I remember looking to you and being like, fuck, I can't wait for this game.
Yeah. And I was like, what is this Crackdown?
The first game I think came out in 2007. I'm just double checking that. But man, the first game was like a breath of fresh air back on the 360. The first one came out, 2007. It was just fun. It was like a great power fantasy before the likes of like Saints Row existed. And it was awesome. It made Orb Collection really fun. But even back then, people were like, this is cool, but man, these missions are repetitive. They're like the same thing over and over again. Guess what?
It's the same
2019,
thing.
Same thing. If you really like the first Crackdown, well, boy, Crackdown 3 is the same thing.
Just pretend that the last 12 years didn't happen.
Yeah, just pretend the last 12 years in open world advancements did not happen, because Crackdown 3 certainly doesn't seem to think they
It's
did.
so weird, like, because they rebooted the game. Well, not rebooted.
This game's been in dev for so long.
Yeah,
It's
like,
it's amazing that it actually wasn't just canned at one point.
yeah, but like they put it, and I get you can't just like reboot a game and fix it in 6 months or a year. But I mean, they rebooted it how many years ago now? 2-3 years ago.
I think it was 2016 or 2017 when Press got to play it at E3, and I was there and I played it. We only had 10 minutes, and even after 10 minutes, I was like,
I know.
oh no.
Okay, but let's
This
say
is
that,
really
that's a
bad.
year and a half. Okay, you've got
Yeah.
your engine in place. I don't know. Is it? It's still little time to like fix things, I guess, but still to just come out and launch. Like a lot of people say, it's almost like a PS2 game.
Yeah, well, okay, so put it this way: the look of the game, I think, looks really good.
Yeah. I think the style's fine.
Yeah, I think the style's fine. I think the cell shading is fine, and it's got a really, really good implementation of HDR. Like it's pretty.
Yeah.
It also runs extremely well on the Xbox One X, like solid. But in terms of like world design and mechanics, yeah, this
school,
game's
yeah.
fucking old, man. It's so weird, like, because we're in a week or in a month where Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, right?
Same thing.
And this is the main criticism I've heard about Kingdom Hearts 3 is like this game feels, in terms of mechanics, like a PS2
game, yeah.
Because it's easy, it's got weird, like, strange combat, and it's almost a game like out of time. But the difference with Kingdom Hearts 3 is that it's somehow found it, it's still maintained like enjoyability, whereas Crackdown 3, especially in an era where we've had incredible open world games like The Witcher 3 and Watch Dogs 2 and Spider-Man last year.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels so out of touch.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, yeah, which redefined already like what we thought open world games are. Like, Crackdown 3 is like 2 years behind at this point. 2 generations behind at this point. Like,
I'm gonna say 2 years behind puts it right there with like The Witcher.
I was talking. Well, I was mentioning it on Twitter yesterday, but Crackdown 3 would have been a phenomenal launch game for the Xbox One, or a game that came out like a year after.
Yeah.
Like
5-6 years ago. I mean,
because then we
games was
hadn't
different
had
then,
these
yeah.
incredible open world games, and also like at the time, I don't think the Xbox One would have struggled with, they could have toned down the visuals or whatever, but this would have been a perfectly fine, like, hey, this is the third in a trilogy for a cult
like a launch title,
franchise.
yeah.
A launch title. If this was a launch title, fantastic. At the tail end of a generation,
No, it doesn't
when
work.
you're meant to be showing like, this is what developers have done with this not a fucking chance.
But
no way.
isn't Crackdown supposed to showcase like Microsoft Cloud or whatever the hell that
So-
tech is? Explain that.
So that only happens in the multiplayer.
Okay.
So in the multiplayer, you have, it's called Wrecking Zone. The multiplayer itself is fine. It's
fine.
It's fine. But the destruction is pretty cool because, like, you break it. Like, did you ever play, what was that game? Red Faction Guerrilla, where you could just break everything.
No,
on Mars?
I never played, but I remember it
Yeah.
was like the first game.
Yeah, where you could just break everything.
destroy everything. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, and it's a bit more detailed where you can like punch through walls and bring down entire skyscrapers. But where it gets interesting is that that's synced across 12 players games.
yeah.
So you bringing down a skyscraper has to be
Exactly the
physically
same, yeah.
physically like rendered and calculated across the server, and that's where the cloud comes in. So all that destruction isn't happening locally, it's happening on the cloud, so all the data can be sent correctly to all the other players, and that shit's impressive. Like, people bag on the cloud constantly,
Yeah.
and sure, Microsoft has maybe touted it far more than it's actually shown any relevance.
Yeah.
But that shit's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Like,
so I think, I mean, with Crackdown, maybe not the best game, but it's a starting
Yeah.
point for what's to come.
for that stuff, definitely. Like, if that's like what the cloud can do, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just tied to a game that's not that great. So like, I played most of yesterday evening. I feel like I'm almost nearly done with the game.
Nice.
Apparently the campaign's like 6-7 hours.
Oh, my weird.
But it's got 3 types of objectives. It's like, go here, kill people till the mini boss spawns, kill the mini boss, or go here, blow up these structures, like usually like a poisonous canisters or whatever. Blow those up till you reach a certain number, or go here and destroy this piece of equipment. And those are really just your 3 objectives. Like, that's it. And all you're doing is you're going to a region, you're doing one of these 3 objectives in a different setting. And the more you chip away at these objectives, the more you irritate the local, like,
The mob boss.
Well, it's not the mob. It's like more a capitalist dystopia. Yeah, you piss off that mob boss. He comes out. You kill him, and you work up the hierarchy to the main boss. Like, that's it.
It's old school, man.
It's so old school and so, like, lacking in any depth. Like, the game doesn't feel like it evolves.
Have you died in the game at all?
I have. It does. Like, I've died when I just get over ambitious.
Yeah.
Like, I run around. It is really easy, the game, because you just lock on and shoot stuff. Although that part of it is fun because I can just be like, bam, it really nails this power fantasy feeling. You really feel like you can just hop into a crazy war zone and take shit out.
Yeah.
And I'm having a little bit of fun, like, doing, like, orb hunting so I can get higher jumps and stuff, and maxing out some of my skills. That stuff was fun in the original.
Yeah.
And it's still fun now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not enough now.
Yeah.
Like, Crackdown needed something a bit more structured and a bit more...
So Terry Crews won't save this game.
No. I mean, you play this and you go, how is this better than Saints Row? And then you realize Saints Row is actually better, and it's like 6 years old.
Yeah, that
Like
was my
Saints Row
thing.
3.
So I never played Crackdown, but I mean, I know the original Crackdown came out before Saints Row, but looking at Crackdown 3, I was like, yeah, it's like I played this stuff in Saints Row 4 already, because Saints Row 4 was like the
superhero,
the weird, like, you're a superhero now, you can jump high, sprint fast, and I mean, even similar visually to a degree.
Yeah,
with, like,
it's got the same, like, very cartoony look.
Yeah. So I think that was fun back then, but if I had to play it today, I'd be like, yeah, this is very dated.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, again, Crackdown 3 isn't a bad game. It just feels old. Like, it just feels out of place.
Yeah, I just think gaming today, like, just the last 2-3 years of, like, actual game pushing we've had from all the different developers. Like, it's not enough to just be normal now.
It's not enough.
You
like,
really have to, like, push the boundary to stand out. Or not even just to stand out, just to, I don't know, like, be good, I guess.
And you're comparing this to, like, you look at an open world game like Spider-Man, and you can't even compare this because, like, Spider-Man, like, does some cool things with Spider-Man's story. It's got some innovative missions, and it's got some repetition. Like, Spider-Man has repetition, but not to this degree.
No.
Like, there are 3 mission types in Crackdown. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you are not, and the world isn't reactive enough for you to feel like, even though these 3 missions are 3 different types, you're tackling them in different ways. Like, it's just not enough. So yeah, it's disappointing because I really wanted a new Crackdown, because Crackdown 2 is fucking garbage. Crackdown 2 nearly killed that franchise. It should have killed that franchise.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Will Crackdown 3 kill the franchise?
I don't know. It's not being received well, but, like, this is the perfect game to pick up on Games Pass because I'll definitely have fun with it for a weekend and probably never look back at it. So I'm not paying $1,000 for it. But if you picked up Games Pass for $15 that it's going for new subscribers this month, fucking deal. You can play this in a weekend and have fun
Get
with
it done,
it.
yeah.
I would not say do not play it if you don't have access to Games Pass, because you might
give it
as
a try, yeah. It's the Netflix of games.
I think that's where Games Pass is really going to strike gold for Microsoft, is even though they put out a game like Crackdown 3 and they don't get as many sales as they want, they keep that subscription going.
Yeah, I
people
think
go, well, I'll either sign up or I'll just maintain my subscription and play it anyway.
But I mean, that has to be what they're banking their money on now, because if you look this year, okay, we've got Halo Infinite and Gears of War 5, a new Ori, but like, but see, that's like, I don't think those games, like, as much as I want Ori, obviously those games like Halo Infinite, we don't know when that's coming. Gears, we don't know when that's coming.
No, Gears is out this year.
Oh, is it out this year? Okay, but there's no solid date.
No,
yet.
they said at
just
E3 last year, they said 2019.
But other than those, like, the only way they're really going to make money is with Games Pass.
Yeah.
So
they want to put a game on Games Pass where you go, I'm going to try it for a month, you sign up and forget to cancel.
And you just carry on.
That's essentially what they're banking on, and that's how all subscription models work.
I hate that practice.
And it works. Like, the amount of times I've been subscribed to something like Adobe Photoshop, the photo mode, and I'm like, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to cancel this. And like 6 months in, it's like, why the fuck have I not cancelled this?
No,
and then they charge me a late fee to cancel it. They're bullshit.
what?
Adobe's bullshit.
No, my thing is like you get a debit coming off like,
Yeah,
where did this come from? And I was like, shit, I've got to like unlink my card from PlayStation.
Oh shit,
And
that's
I've
the
had
worst
that
if you've
before,
got like
yeah.
a year sub. And
I've
it's
had
just
that before, and I'm like,
boom.
oh my god, like I did not plan for this
Yeah.
casual 800 rand, 900 rand.
No,
No more.
they bank on that, and that's how they make their money. And the quicker they can get people to sign up, even just for 1 month, the quicker they can do that. So, if you sign up to Games Pass for Crackdown for like $15, that's well worth it.
That's a
actually,
win.
Games Pass,
It's really
fucking
good
great at the moment.
Yeah,
You've got Ori, you've got Forza, all of the Forza, you've got all of the
You got
Gears, all of the
everything.
Halo.
not only that, you got like
And then you got
Tomb
third-party
Raiders and a
games,
whole
yeah,
lot of
the
other stuff. Yeah,
Rise of the Tomb Raider got put on there. There's Abzu, which is really great. There's a lot of games. There's both previous Metros. That's how I played it. I was like, ooh, I don't
got
know
on
where my
Game
copy
Pass,
is.
yeah.
I looked at Games Pass. I was like, oh, cool.
I mean, there's Ori on there. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
So Games Pass is great. And just like we saw with Sea of Thieves, like Sea of Thieves launched and everyone was kind of lukewarm in it. And now there's been this
It's-
massive resurgence.
yeah.
In it. Yeah.
When did it happen? It was about a month or so ago. I remember. I
It's
couldn't
like the
remember.
most played game on Twitch or something.
Yeah,
like that.
not only that. So, like in my head, Ninja's like the benchmark of popularity on Twitch because it feels like both hardcore and just casual gamers know who. Not even just casual gamers, like just casual people. Like, oh, like Ninja's this dude who plays Fortnite.
Speaking of, he lost 88% of his subscribers in the past 3 months or something.
Shit, it's hectic.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's like for me the benchmark, or he was the benchmark of the most watched person on Twitch. I remember seeing it was about a month ago. Someone had got more subscribers than him or something. I can't remember the streamer's name, but he's a Sea of Thieves streamer.
Yeah, he was playing Sea of Thieves.
I'm like,
yeah.
how does this game have like a bigger viewing than Fortnite, and how does this dude have more
Yeah, I was
subscribers than
shocked by
Ninja? Like,
It was
how?
really strange.
Like, I need to find this guy and watch his stream. Like, what does he do in Sea of Thieves? Or is Sea of Thieves just that compelling to watch now?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that what he does is he plays like a real pirate. So he fucks with other players.
There is a okay,
Yeah.
but I know there's another Twitch streamer who like his persona is he is a pirate, but I don't think it's
this
the
might
same.
be the same person.
I don't think it's the same guy because
But-
I know this other
or at
dude.
least he plays. This is his style of play. Like he fucks
Yeah.
with other players, and people find it funny because it's like it's almost like trolling, but it's not really trolling because hey, it's a pirate game. Like
Yeah.
this is essentially what the game is designed to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, but point is Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
Weird
Sea
like
of Thieves research,
resurgence. Yeah.
I mean, okay, to give credit to Rare, they've done some cool things with content. Like I'm not playing Sea of Thieves, but I've definitely seen them release new content periodically, and
Yeah.
the people who love Sea of Thieves, I know locally, Chantal Alexander or Shani,
Yeah.
ZA,
She's-
she's fucking hooked to Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves. Like you cannot
Showing
believe.
off her loot. She finally got some
Pirate Legend. She
yeah.
got that grind. Holy crap, that grind
Yeah.
is hectic. And she's loving it. She eats up all the new content and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm not going to say in any way that's going to happen to Crackdown.
No.
I do not think Crackdown is a base where you can do
Same.
that, but it does show Games Pass works the way
Yeah.
Microsoft intends. So yeah.
It's a good model. I'd love for Sony to have, although don't Sony have their own version? It's just not
At
really.
PlayStation now.
Yeah, but it's not really available locally.
So firstly, it's not available locally. Secondly, you can download some games. They added that last year in response to Games Pass because previously it was
you had to
just
stream
streaming.
it. Yeah.
But a lot of it's still streamed. So you can't download PS3 games because hey, that shit doesn't work.
Nice.
Yeah, that needs to spin up on a PS3 somewhere, and you need to stream it. Whereas Xbox, you've got 360 and Xbox original games
Yeah.
on there. Like
Well,
fucking awesome.
still, I very much look forward to Sony's version of Xbox games. I'm sure they have to have one, and that
I'm almost certain.
that will have. I'm hoping like PS1, PS2, and PS4. Like PS3, yeah, there's cool games here, but
PS3 is a technical thing.
Yeah,
With that
so-
people ever get over. Yeah.
I mean, then with the PS5 coming out and with the Xbox One, whatever their sequel is, they're all going to be backward compatible. They have to be.
They even this month is the last month that they're offering PS3 games part of PS Plus.
Yeah.
They went out with a banger though. They gave us Metal Gear Solid 4. What a game!
Did they?
Yeah, you should. Link
You
that
know, I've
shit to
never
your
played.
profile.
I've never played Metal Gear
So
Solid
I've still got
4.
my physical copy. That game is fucking incredible. It's so
Thing
good.
is, to go back to PS3 controller.
Well, that, and also if you played MGS5, man, Metal Gear Solid 4 does not control that well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's back to its old
I need to play it,
bullshit.
though. I've played like
Really
all the
good.
other ones except Peacekeeper as well. I
Kept
haven't
you
played.
waiting, He has come to.
What's the dude's name? David.
David Hayter.
David Hayter.
Yeah, except he wasn't in MGS5.
No,
though.
they're like,
Yeah.
sorry, bye.
Yeah, here's Kiefer Sutherland.
There's
who hardly
the dude
talks.
from 24.
Fucking useless. Game
That's
releases.
Crackdown, wow.
I never seen
Wow, we spoke about Crackdown for a lot longer than I thought we would.
Crackdown. Time to crack down on these game releases.
Whoa.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Let's take a moment to talk about our sponsor, Fish Flakes.
Fish flakes. Feed your fish with flakes.
Yeah. A flavor of food your fish won't forget. Shit,
Unless they're
I'm good at
goldfish.
this. Pay me,
That was
Fish
actually
Flakes.
really good. I really like that. So we're looking at games from the 16th of Feb to the let's check here, to the 22nd, nearly payday. But most of the big games for the month have come out.
Yeah.
Now. So we are looking at a game called Devotion coming out on PC February 19th.
Devotion.
The Window Box PC February 19th. I don't know what that is, but it reminds me of that movie with Johnny Depp, Secret Window, where he was in the cabin and was
I
going
watched-
stir crazy.
That was.
What a great movie.
I watched that movie. There was a twist at the end. I can't remember. Or something.
Yeah, there's a twist. I can't remember what it is, but it's a good movie.
Yeah. you watched it.
Unexplored Unlocked Edition. I don't know what that is.
Nice.
Yakuza Kiwami coming to PC on February 19th. That's the
boy.
remake of the second one. That's pretty cool.
Which is a remake of the first one? Nah, I think
Oh, no, wait. This might be the first one.
No, I
'cause then
think
there
it's
was
the first one.
Kiwami 2, yeah.
my
this is the first
brother
one.
played one of the which Yakuza was free on PS Plus.
0.
Was it 0? My brother played that and he finished it.
Oh, no. No, it was Kiwami.
Was it
Yeah,
Kiwami?
it was Kiwami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because my brother played it. I was like, I don't know if that's the sort of game he would enjoy because it's very like Japan, whatever. But he
Very
finished
strange.
it. He loved it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, he's got lots of games to play then because
Yeah.
0, Kiwami 2, Yakuza 5 came out.
Oh my god, so many.
They're remaking, I think, 3. I don't know. Yeah. And they are long games. Long ass
Although
games.
he told me, he's like, I finished the main story. I'm only 26% done.
Yeah.
Like, but he's like, I'm done. There's too
stuff
much to do in
this
that
game. Dick Wild 2.
Dick.
Dick Wild 2.
Sounds like a name of a porno star.
Yeah.
Dick Wild.
Dick Wild 2. It is a VR game. Rift Vive and PSVR. Get wild.
Dick Wild.
with your
3.
dick.
Some. Whoa.
Pode, PS4, February 19th.
Have you paid your TV license?
Ooh, it's the
Shoot
third
me
thing
now.
to do.
No, I should shoot you.
Battle Right Royale official launch on February 19th. Seems like a bad time to be releasing a battle
Yeah.
royale. The shape-shifting detective on iOS February 20th. That sounds cool. I want to check
That is a
out.
very much like on the nose name. It's
Yeah.
like the shape shifting.
What do you do in this game? You actually pet dogs?
Oh, what?
Yeah. Bannerman PC February 21st. I don't know how to say that. But Batalge, it's almost like
Batalge is a Portuguese.
No, it almost looks like the name of like an Indian dish or something. like that.
Batalge.
Batalge. My mouse on my laptop's.
I
not
hate
working so well.
trackpads.
Cube 2 coming to Switch on February 21st. Cube 2 is rad.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. Cube 1 is cool.
Go
Cube 2
back
is
to
better.
episode something when we
Jeez, that was
reviewed
like
it.
one of our first ones.
Yeah, it was long ago.
Cube 2 is dope. Coming Switch. Anthem. Okay, so Anthem came out yesterday.
This
you
confuses the hell out of me.
If you're an Origin Access member, an Origin Premier member, or an EA Access member on Xbox or PC, you can play 10 hours of Anthem right now.
No, right this
fucking now.
second. Yo,
And if you're a Premier member, it's more than 10 hours. You can just play the
play
game.
the whole game. Yeah.
And then Anthem is out prop on
How much is a Premier subscription?
200 randellas a month.
That's not bad. Still, I
It's
mean,
not bad if you're super invested into the EA.
yeah, but think about if like I'm the sort of dude who'd play Anthem, maybe not do end game. I pay 200 rand once, play the game, done. You chug that Red Bull.
But then you only get a month.
Yeah, but I mean, I could finish the main story within a month.
Yeah, I guess if you're not limited to... I mean, I like Origin Access because I pay $50 a month and I
get
get
10 hours, yeah.
And after 10 hours, I've either loved it or
Yeah.
not. So, Like I played like 2 hours of Battlefield 5. I was like, fuck this.
You're like, no.
Now just keep the trial on there for PC tests, and that 8 hours will
boy.
never finish. Then we've got Origami Shadow Edition. This is a game that's like got a really cool style, but I remember it reviewing pretty badly.
Origami.
Yeah. Origami. A-R-A-Gami.
Oh boy.
And then the last game, that's coming up for Switch. Prometheus Secret. Whoa. The Prometheus Secret Nora.
Wow. I must play
PC,
that
February
game.
22nd. No idea what the fuck that is.
God damn.
That's wild. Also, I made a mistake last week. Civilization.
Oh no.
Civilization 6 Gathering Storm did come out last week. I said it was delayed. I got confused with it and Anno 1800 or whatever the new Anno is. That got delayed like in January or something, whatever.
Shit.
So, yeah, I thought this list hadn't updated, but I was wrong.
So wrong.
Very, very sorry. Very sorry. Fire me now.
Again? Sure. So many firings.
Let's fly through
We're
news.
going to news. Come on.
Let's
Need to timestamp this.
You need to
No, I'm all good. We're in good time.
You need to fly away.
Fly away.
Get away. I wanna fly
I was thinking
away.
more Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away.
I
don't know
like
where-
A bird.
Yeah, that
I wanna
one.
fly away.
You did better than I do.
She was Portuguese as well.
She still is Portuguese. I mean, she didn't
She
didn't
handed
stop.
in a card.
I know.
Yes, I haven't heard an Nelly Furtado in years.
Yo, I'm dying, guys. Whew.
Let's do some games news. So
Now, there's only one piece of news we need to talk about this week. And what is it?
layoffs.
No. Well, we'll get to
Two
that.
pieces
That's a
of
drama.
news.
Two
What-
pieces of news.
What's the first piece?
The Hollow Knight sequel. What are you talking
Hot
about?
damn!
What do you mean? What is the other news?
That's true. I forgot about that because
Oh
my
my
brain was
God.
suppressing my excitement.
That game.
Okay, so Hollow Knight. Some would
Best
say
game,
the
best game
of
ever
2018.
made.
Yeah, some would
Okay,
say
other
best
people-
game ever made. It was meant to get DLC for the good pal Hornet, who's in the main game, but they've now announced what's it called? Hollow Knight Silk
Song or
Song.
something. Yeah.
Silk Song. And it's not DLC; it's just a full blown sequel to Hollow Knight.
God, that trailer.
Fucking crazy.
When they, because I saw them teasing it like, yeah, we're showing off the new Hornet stuff later
On
this week.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, then it comes like then 2 days before it's like, yeah, we're getting closer. One day before getting closer, I'm like, I very much look forward to playing like a 3-hour DLC with Hornet or something. The trailer drops, I watch it, I'm like, this is a 2-minute long trailer for DLC, and you watch it, it's like new game, new enemies, new areas, new ability. I'm like, oh my god!
And then at
what?
the end,
It's
they're
a whole
just
game.
like the Team Cherry's second game, and you're like,
oh,
what? Fuck! Because it even starts out the beginning even says DLC, but then at the end it's just like no, it's a second game.
yeah, it's
like,
a full second game.
And it's
my
like
God.
so it's a whole
a
whole new area, whole new map, 150 new enemies, whole new abilities.
You see some of those abilities shown.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god!
oh my.
Hornet looks so much more mobile. Like she jumps
You can
around
do backflips and well, not but you do some flips in the air. You throw your needle and you fly. Oh my
She has
God,
this like
it's
little
so
thing
good.
where she has like a little rip sword chainsaw thing that just like fucking sits on the ground and rolls and kills.
Oh yeah,
enemies.
yeah. That's an ability. You just throw it out.
That's so cool.
Oh, and she's got a grenade. Oh, that's just
Yeah.
too much in this
It
game.
looks really good.
It's like Hollow Knight is still, yes, that's like a lesson in really good game design in like
yeah.
every facet. So great visuals, great design, great soundtrack. Now it's like it's that team taking. I'm sure that like I don't know what I'd criticize in Hollow. Okay, and maybe like the map system because that's
garbage.
hit or miss for people.
Yeah.
So some people like, I get it. I don't think it's the best, but I didn't mind it. You know, you have to like push through 2-3 hours to, get your map going, and then it's still a bit of a problem. It's like they'll take that into account and then just polish what was already a great game.
And just make enemies that make Hornet's combat challenging again. And
So yeah, this is what the good pal John Michael pointed out. What is he saying? He was saying he gave a really good example of. He's like, you know how hard this game's going to be. Oh, this is how he contextualized it. People are like, XCOM 2 is really hard.
yeah, Jesus.
But he's like, but if you released XCOM 2 it's just like a reskinned XCOM 1, people who perfected XCOM 1 would get bored of XCOM 2 because there's no challenge.
That's true.
So it's like, just imagine how hard this game is going to be now because Hollow Knight fans are going to be better at the game. They're going to want an even greater challenge. So
That's true. Yeah.
So
And especially if you've got like Hornet hopping about and the ability to like do really cool things, like the enemies need to be
so you've got more mobility, and I think you're going to have to use that to like overcome harder enemies and stuff.
I saw one enemy that like just kept swiping at Hornet and you couldn't break, so she was just like dodging backwards consistently till she got an in, which is really cool. I mean, 150 new enemies is a fucking load of enemies.
But the first game had that many enemies.
First game had a lot
basically,
of enemies,
so
there was always running into new threats and figuring them out. So yeah, there's no date on this. They can take as long as they want. But they said it's out on PC and Switch first, and the consoles. So
that'll come to the others, I'm sure, at some stage.
It's interesting because they released some sales figures. They said that when the game launched on Switch, it was only on PC beforehand. It had sold 1 million copies by then. It's now released on Switch, Xbox One, and PS4, and it's up to 2.8
million.
And I bet you now that 1,000,000 is attributed to Switch, and that's why it's releasing on Switch first.
I think I'm sure we spoke about it back then. I think that it did hit 1 million pretty quickly after launching on the Switch. So
I think the Switch revitalized the game in a whole new way.
What blows my mind, that game made by 3 people.
Yeah, it's
even now, because I thought. In my head, I'm like, okay, Hollow Knight was a massive success. The studio must have grown. And I read their blog post, and they're like, we are 3 people working very hard in this game.
They haven't taken on
no,
people.
I think it's just them. Like, I imagine that they have to outsource some like music. I don't know how they would do music without outsourcing it.
They probably outsource. Yeah.
Still, 3 people working on this game.
It's
so good.
And it's a game that's like 30, 40 hours.
Yeah.
In it. With more variety than Crackdown 3.
Masterclass in game design brought you by 3 people.
It's unbelievable. And they're from Australia, aren't
Australia.
Team
Cherry.
Oi.
Crocs and a billabong.
Crocs and a billabong. But
that was my highlight of the week.
Yeah, that trailer, you need to go watch that trailer. Silk Song, I think it's called. Yeah.
I'm just as excited for the soundtrack as I am for the game.
The soundtrack's so good.
So much of good.
So good.
Yeah. So what is this other bad news you mentioned this week?
So Activision followed through with rumors, again, they didn't tell any of the employees that there might be layoffs, but back in November last year there were, murmurs of like there's going to be mass layoffs at Activision. Especially in Blizzard, and then like straight after that there was news that Blizzard was going to have to tighten their belt because they weren't bringing in, the sort of... Like, Blizzard isn't the infallible studio that it once was. It's had some swings and misses, like Heroes of the Storm got its competitive leave cut. Like, Heroes of the Storm is just dead almost, basically.
Yeah, it's still getting content and stuff, but it's...
it's not on the same level as it used to be. Then Activision lost Bungie. The surprising part of that was Bungie took Destiny. So, like, what does Activision have now? They are putting out CODs. They are still
printing money.
They are putting out Crash Bandicoot remasters. But and then Blizzard's doing stuff, but like they aren't. Like Activision used to be like licensed games, Guitar Hero, Call of Duty. They had so many internal studios working on these weird games like the Transformers games and the Deadpool games. They had a huge slate of games, and now it's just like it's dried up. And as a result, don't know as a direct result, but they laid off 8% of their staff, which equates to nearly 800 people, which is...
That is insane.
Crazy. That's a lot of people.
Did you mention the fact that didn't they have like record...
This stuff? Is where it gets bad. Yeah. So it was announced during an earnings call, and good old Bobby Kotick prefaced the layoffs by saying Activision had another record-breaking year in terms of revenue and profit. Record-breaking.
Yeah.
But they fell extremely short of their projections, which is the only thing shareholders care about. So even though they had the best year ever in the company, their projections were much higher. So when you're working at a company that says, hey, we've done the best we've ever had, also you don't have a job anymore. That's fucked. I'm sorry. It's so sad, man. And 8%, that's a lot of people. And now there's rumors that there's even more cuts happening at Blizzard in France. The 400 people there, they're expecting to axe another 170 people.
Shut up.
That's a lot. Like, that's nearly 50% of your workforce.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
It's scary though how quick things can change though.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry for the dumb example, but if you think back in the day, BlackBerry was the phone to get. People like BlackBerry's the shit, and then BlackBerry, like, where are they today?
Oh yeah, they're struggling to hang on
to do
still.
anything. And then it's the same with Valve, where back in the day, Valve was like, I myself, like, Valve fanboy, like, Valve can do no wrong. Releasing
game
all
they
these
release is
great
gold,
games.
yeah.
Steam is a great platform. Now today, people are like, yeah, Valve, hey, not making any. Well, they made Artifact, not great, but now look at Steam. It's like a mess of just millions of releases and hard to curate through them.
I think it was Ubisoft that said actually that after they announced that they made the Division 2 exclusive to Epic Store, they saw a huge surge in sales. So it's like this whole discourse over no one's going to buy it on Epic is complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, people are seeing benefits to getting off Steam.
Yeah. So, I mean, now it's the same with Blizzard, where I still think of Blizzard as a great company, but I mean, like, they lay off all the stuff. I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
what
they're
happened?
in
What happened to
trouble.
Blizzard? Because they really were, again, like, not that they aren't still a pinnacle of game design in that, but it's like, I don't know, they're not really a role model anymore. If I can look at it like that.
they're not a benchmark anymore.
Yeah. And it's sad because all like a lot of their big people have left, so that they replaced not replaced. The president stepped down. Oh, what's his name again? I can't remember now. He stepped down. They had
Well, Activision has gone through a lot of this stuff. Like, they lost Eric Hirschberg. Back in the day, they haven't really replaced him yet. Then they had the two founders of Sledgehammer Games.
we mentioned last week Michael Condrey
Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield, who moved up into executive positions, and then both of them left in December. We have the guy from Blizzard. Fuck, what's his name?
Can't remember now. There were two actually. The one dude who was big on.
He was there for like ever.
Yeah, I'll find it.
So yeah, you at some point you start looking at this and you start saying, well, are these executives getting out because they see the writing on the wall, or they saw this coming? You know. Yeah,
or the new people just like is not keeping up the culture, or
what is Bobby Kotick and his pals doing?
Mark Morhaime was
yeah.
And there's another dude who left the year or two before. God, I just can't remember his name now.
Wasn't it the Hearthstone guy that you met at?
No, not him. It was. I'll find it. Give me a second. Although the Hearthstone dude also stepped down.
Yeah, he did. I remember you met him.
Yeah, no, I'd met that guy
at Gamescom a few years ago.
I'll find it.
So yeah, it's just like in conjunction with this earnings call, they basically said that there's a new Call of Duty coming this year from Infinity Ward. Duh. Crash Team Racing remake is coming out in July. Duh. Blizzard is releasing nothing this year. Wow. Yeah. So
Hectic.
2 games from Activision this year. And, yeah.
Oh, sorry, it was Ben Brode from Hearthstone who stepped down. But there's another one I'm thinking of. You'll recognize. It's Chris Metzen.
Yes,
he also left. Yeah,
Like,
it's like all these
big names.
People. Yeah,
like they had the lead designer of Diablo 3 leave as well. Like at some point you go and you look at this and you go, Activision's losing its biggest talent. Like they're like, what are its studios doing?
Yeah,
it's got internal studios and these job cuts they say were from non-game development positions, but more like PR and marketing and stuff like that. But it was across Blizzard, Activision, King, internal studios, like everywhere. So
it's hectic.
Activision's been weird for a while, but this is really looking. I mean, record profits again, but Jesus, what the hell? How long can they keep this going?
No, I don't know. But I'd say like, are they the next? Not that Valve has gone anywhere, but like, are they the next BlackBerry?
It's a strange time. EA is in the same position. I feel like they
were, but now they've just dropped Apex.
I mean, Apex is a big win for them, but like their other games haven't been hitting the sorts of benchmarks you expect from one of the biggest publishers in the world for a long time. Whereas Ubisoft have now this earnings call. They made record profits and they didn't fire anyone.
Yeah, Ubisoft has somehow become the benchmark to look at, because
it's very different, I guess, because Ubisoft is mainly outside of the States where the laws are very different. They can't just do what Activision did. But I think Ubisoft's in a far healthier place at the moment. Like all of their games are supported extremely well. They just announced like all this great new content for Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
For Honors seeing a resurgence, like you've got Division 2 coming out soon. You just had Far Cry came out this week, which was fine.
Yeah.
Like all their games hit in some way. So
I mean, but in
Kudos
terms
to
of
them.
how they are as a company, like I'd almost put them as on the same pedestal as CD Projekt Red.
yeah.
Where they've just, like you said, been supporting the games, and they've just been
They've been doing good stuff.
guys, you know.
Yeah. Like people give them shit for some of the games feeling very familiar or whatever, but fuck, their games are good. Like Ubisoft makes incredible games. Like just this generation alone, Watch Dogs 2 was amazing. I didn't like Far Cry 5, but a lot of people loved it.
Loved it, yeah.
Rainbow Six, For Honor, Division 2 coming out now. Like, fuck, yeah.
They're doing good. And what are they going to announce
And
this
like
year? Will we get
2
Splinter
years
Cell?
ago, they had like the whole like all these people come up on stage at E3 in this like really sad, heartwarming moment with Yves Guillemot like basically begging people to support them so that they could fight off like a hostile
merger,
takeover
whatever.
from Vivendi. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Then now and then compare that
They've
to like
changed,
Activision. Yeah.
Hot damn.
So fascinating times.
So good news and bad news this week. Hollow Knight good. Layoffs bad.
Layoffs real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
I don't even know what other news we had this week, because that was where
that
my
was like
attention was.
Oh yeah, we had a whole fucking direct.
Who
Jesus
could forget?
Christ.
If you were sleeping,
So firstly,
yeah,
99 Tetraminos
land
fall
on an
into
island.
one well. Tetris has a battle royale game and it's fucking good.
Have you played it?
Yes, it's
Is it
good.
Oh my god! Because when I woke up that morning, it's like, oh, there was a Nintendo Direct. Okay, they announced this. A Tetris. But is this a joke?
It's
like
a Nintendo-developed Tetris battle royale. It's the most
is
Nintendo thing
insane,
you
yeah.
will ever see. It's
But look, I haven't played it, but I've read the premise and I've seen
It's
the trailer,
deep.
and I'm like, that's actually very cool.
It's deep.
If
So
you're a
you
Tetris,
you see
Tetris
like
person,
everyone playing around you, so
Yeah.
you can target people, so that when you clear lines, you send gray lines to them,
Yeah.
and like you basically get equipment. So the more lines you,
more armor you have, the
more armor you have, the less headshots you can
Oh,
take.
nice, wow.
The more lines you clear and the faster you do it, the more you increase this like multiplier that then kicks in the last 10 of the game. Like it's fucking crazy. It's
That's
pretty cool.
I want to try it.
Yeah,
And it's free
it's
if you
free,
have the
100% free,
Nintendo
yeah.
subscription service. Yeah.
Yeah. If Nintendo does more stuff like that, awesome. I'm 100% down. This direct was cool. It was long. Opened up with
Oh boy,
It's a Me Mario Maker 2.
it's a me Mario Maker. What?
Super Mario Maker 2 is coming.
And his brother Green Mario.
Luigi, yeah. Wario.
What? No, Waluigi. clearly. Oh boy,
It
and
looks like a lot more of Mario Maker, so that's cool.
on Switch.
I'm
Hooray.
interested to see how it works without the, stylus and placing
Yeah.
stuff down. So you get slopes now. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's gonna be some nice momentum stuff.
More
happening.
color palettes and stuff. The one thing I hope they do is the one thing I hated about the first Super Mario Maker was they made you unlock pieces of levels.
Oh no.
So you had to make levels, play them, or play other people's levels to unlock pieces. To just make all that shit unlock from the beginning. Don't put progression in front of me
Yeah.
being creative. That's stupid. So yeah,
But the big news.
getting a new Zelda.
Well, remake of an existing. And it's a 2D Zelda.
Getting
Well,
new Zelda.
Zelda Link's Awakening,
I'm so
which
excited.
a Game Boy
1993
game,
Game Boy game. Back
Getting a
when I was
full-on
just a 1-year-old.
little
Amiibo.
wee you're a 1-year-old amiibo.
Yeah, I split myself in half. when I
Little
was a
Alessandro
child.
amiibo.
Yeah. Link's Awakening is apparently fucking bizarre. It is a
Well-
weirder game than Majora's Mask, apparently.
I know. It's getting a full ground up remake. How cool is
Yeah,
that?
it looks awesome. It looks
looks
beautiful.
gorgeous, oh my God.
Yeah, really, really
It's
good.
like it's Toon Link, right?
Oh,
No,
just
it's
Link.
it's just Link. Sorry,
It's just normal Link. It's his old school look even.
yeah.
Like his
but it's like it reminds me of the Toon Link games, but with lots of shading and shadows.
Mm-hmm. Did you see all the
lighting.
Mario enemies there?
No.
There was a chain chomp and a Goomba.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Imagine how weird it must have been being a kid and playing that and being
Yeah.
like, oh, Zelda and
What?
Mario connected.
Yeah. What is going on
no.
here? What else is announced?
Fire Emblem's Three Houses has a new date. It's got slightly delayed and is now out on July 26th. I've never
Wow.
played a Fire Emblem.
Even me.
I need to try it though.
Fire Emblem.
Darren loves them. Awakening is apparently really good. And this looks like a
Those
good...
are they turn-based strategy games. huh?
turn-based with good story and good... it's more like XCOM, like permadeath stuff.
Ah,
and,
okay.
Platinum Games, remember them?
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Darren spelled this incorrectly. Platinum Games is one word, it's not two words. Fucking
Platinum
get your shit
Games.
together, Darren.
Damn it, Darren.
God.
Shit. I've got a new game coming out.
Yeah, Astral Chain. It looks anime as hell.
I'm shocked.
It's got a really cool, like, cel-shaded anime look, and it looks like fucking Platinum Games doing their shit again.
Oh boy.
It's also being headed up by Hideki Kamiya,
Yeah.
who did, like, he was doing Scalebound before that got destroyed. He did,
yeah.
I think he did Metal Gear
Hey, I met
Rising?
that dude
So did I.
when I saw Scalebound.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah,
I met him when they did a Transformers.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I met him.
So he did the first Bayonetta. He worked on Resident Evil 2. Worked on
Is he directing this game or what?
Yes,
Nice.
he's directing it with someone else. So, he knows his shit, man. I didn't realize until very recently that he worked with Shinji Mikami on Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, he
That's
had his hand in a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, he's seasoned.
I wonder, because I remember reading up on him the other day, I also thought, I was like, oh, interesting. Like before this announcement.
It was very cool. Box Boy plus Box Girl coming to Switch on April 26th. Let me tell you, Box Boy is delightful, and it's a great platformer, and you should play it. It's on 3DS.
Oh boy.
And I'm glad we're getting a sequel.
Switch.
And now it's got co-op.
Oh.
You can be Box Girl. It's really cool.
Nice.
It's a puzzle platform. It's awesome. I love
That's
it a lot.
cool. Let's play it.
Dragon Quest XI S, Echoes of Elusive Age Definitive Edition. Jesus, how many
Oh my
prolongs?
god. Wait, which Dragon Quest came out last year? Was it 11?
So it was 11 as well. This one is like
Is that a
11, and it's bringing like all sorts of new features. Like you have like an 8-bit graphics mode style. It's got reworked,
Oh, that's
reworked soundtrack. It looks like the definitive edition of this game.
awesome? I've never played a Dragon Quest.
Never. It's not.
But if it's anything like
Dragon Quest Builders though.
Well, speaking of which, it's getting a sequel, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's out in Japan already from last year.
like-
But Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out in like August, I think it is. I'll double check.
Wait a minute, is that Final Fantasy 9?
Hold on, we'll get there. Just relax.
What the hell?
Dragon Quest Builders, July 12th. Fucking can't wait. Dragon
my
Quest
God.
Builders 1 is awesome. Yes, this is Final Fantasy 9. It's out on Switch right now.
I thought it was only Final Fantasy 7 coming to Switch.
No. Also, this is a terrible version of Final Fantasy 9. It's the mobile version. It's got audio bugs.
Oh, no,
It's got
I won't
shitty
play
font.
that. Final Fantasy 7, please. I think we can start making jokes. So Final Fantasy 7 is on nearly as many platforms as Skyrim now.
I think it got a release date, if I'm not mistaken. Final Fantasy 7 Switch. I don't know. We got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker got more content. Daemon X Machina got a demo. Yoshi's Crafted World got a new trailer ahead of its release next month.
Smash update.
Smash update, yeah. What was it? Version 3.0 is on the way, and Persona's Joker characters releasing in April. He's the first of the DLC
peoples.
characters, so that's cool. What else? Rune Factory 4, Rune Factory 5 is being developed. I don't know what that is. Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 is coming summer this year.
Nice.
So that's cool. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is coming to Switch.
That's a weird one for you because I'm like, isn't that game like visually beautiful?
Yeah, I have no
like
idea
how are they
getting
going to
that
put that on
working.
Switch? Yeah, I don't know.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is coming out in summer.
That is very cool.
excited.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Deltarune, the weird spin-off / sequel to what's that game now?
Is that what the game's called?
I'm like blanking. I'm googling it very
Today's
quickly.
full of blanks.
Oh my god. How can I So it's made by Toby Fox, and he made
Oh boy.
everyone's screaming at me on the other end of this. Undertale, that's it. Undertale.
Okay.
Deltarune is an anagram for Undertale. It's
Nice.
So that's coming. Unravel 2 is coming March 22nd to Switch.
Nice.
Mortal Kombat 11, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, and Dragon Quest Builders 2.
And people are like,
big one.
what's coming to Switch this year? Well, there's like
Yeah.
the first 6 months
Yep.
and beyond sorted for now.
Still cannot believe we don't have a Metroid Prime trilogy. Like, that's baffling to
Yeah,
me.
well, you know what? Seeing as the other game has been delayed like for a long,
it's been
long
completely
time now.
redone now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's been delayed essentially for a good 5 years, let's say.
Yeah.
They can very easily fill that void with,
Yeah.
you know, just a casual trilogy remaster.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it?
I think
Is that it?
that's most of it. Yeah, PlayStation had a weird week as well. They said crossplay is open for business. They're basically like, hey, you can contact your local rep if you're a developer and get crossplay working. And then the developers of Wargroove, Chucklefish, were like, you guys are fucking lying.
What the
Because
hell?
we were turned down for crossplay. So I don't know where the fuck you guys are getting your information from. So that's weird.
Okay.
Mass Effect isn't dead. It's just resting. So it's
I'm
basically
sorry,
dead.
on that topic, I'm not so keen on crossplay as I am on, we've said this cross account progression.
Yes.
That's all I really want, to
And
be honest.
again, people aren't getting this. Like Apex Legends is getting crossplay, but not cross progression.
Like that, I don't understand.
Why? That's so dumb.
It's silly. Like I mean, yeah, no words.
Like if I want to play on PC, now I have to restart from level 0. Nah,
Yeah,
fam.
no thanks.
Nah, fam.
So drop some.
Like I'm playing Anthem on PC. Now what if I want to go to Xbox?
It's like, yeah, I want to play on PC.
restart?
Oh, I have to save up currency
Fuck
to
that
buy
noise.
Caustic or Mirage. No, thank
Fuck
you.
that noise.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, Capcom released like all of their soundtracks on Spotify. Uh-huh.
What are you
It's
going to
good.
listen to?
I've already listened to the Devil May Cry soundtrack.
Gal's
Devil May
theme?
Cry
Yes,
4.
that is
Gal's
correct.
theme for 24 hours.
Forever. Preach.
Jim Ryan is the new head of PlayStation, which is a strange.
Yeah, what
decision.
happened? Did Sean Layden step?
No, so Sean Layden's not
is he-
president. Sean Layden is like
Oh, he's just like the face of PlayStation.
yeah,
so
he does
the-
like developer
E3s
relations
and
and
stuff,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, no, he's not president.
So who was president then?
Oh fuck.
Shuhei Yoshida.
No, ages ago. Yeah. I can't remember who the president was.
Okay, then whether
Wasn't it Mark Cerny? No, not Mark Cerny. What's his name? The guy who's always pals with Hideo Kojima.
Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Yes, totally.
That guy. What's his name? Norman Reedus. Is he the president of Sony? Hot damn.
I'm googling it right now because it's bugging me. Not Kaz Hirai. That was ages ago. God.
Best parody account ever.
Former PlayStation boss is stepping down.
Oh, that guy.
No, man. Okay, no. Kaz Hirai stepped down as Sony CEO. Yes. Fuck, man.
Oh my god. I'm so confused.
Andrew House.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a photo of him?
This dude. You know this dude.
Okay, yes.
Andrew House. Yeah, he stepped down.
Okay.
Jim Ryan's a strange decision for two reasons. He's the one who said people don't like backwards compatibility because if they play old games and see how bad they look, they actually won't want to play them. Cool.
Whatever.
He's also the guy who said people scream about wanting crossplay but actually don't use it.
Wow.
So yeah, so you've
Interesting
got that
choice.
dude now running PlayStation in
know.
a time where Microsoft's making all the right market moves.
Oh no. Is PlayStation the next BlackBerry?
Yeah, it's slightly concerning. But who,
Let's see,
who
yeah.
knows? Who
You
knows?
never
Who
know.
knows? Watch Dogs 3 apparently in development for next-gen consoles.
I'm
And
shocked.
Last bit of news, Activision is offering refunds for those who bought Guitar Hero between a certain period because they just shut down the thing unceremoniously.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh shit.
strange times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Let's get a
So questions you
We have
say.
a lot of questions. Mick sent too
Oh my
many
God.
because I complained last
This
week.
is actually your fault.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but I appreciate your gusto, Megs. I'm
lot of
happier
gusto,
this
yo.
week. I'm
A lot of
happier
gusto,
this
yo.
week. I'm
A lot of
happier.
gusto. Okay.
Some
We
of
go
them are
there.
really good. Some of them are really fucking cool.
Okay, so first question from Abe Wilson. It says
Abe Wilson,
playing
like Abe's
AOE.
Odyssey, Abe.
Yeah, is that Age of Empires? Oh yeah, playing Age of Empires in the first Civ as a kid sparked my love of history, which is still a big love of mine. Are there any games for you guys which sparked a real life hobby or love of a subject?
Firstly, that's
Oh.
really cool. History's awesome. I love history as well.
I think for you, it's a pretty obvious one. I mean, you loved games enough that you went and you studied.
Yeah, I guess so. That's more like a broad
Yeah.
answer. I guess. I mean, I liked history a lot always, but playing Assassin's Creed really opened my eyes to that
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Actual history.
I distinctly remember being very disappointed with Assassin's Creed 3 purely because the American Revolution is like one of my it's like one of my favorite historical periods to kind of study.
Yeah.
And the game just didn't live up to that. So,
Goddamn.
so that's really cool.
Ruined the Civil War for you.
It's not like I've gone into competitive shooting because I like first-person shooters.
Well, I mean, I think what is an obvious one for the both of us, though, is We podcast.
Yeah, I guess games have had an influence on us that we've picked up podcasting.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, and
become a hobby.
we used to write, but like we both went into to writing. We podcast now. I'm streaming games, still new to that. But other than that, I don't know. What I found with games that actually, this is more of a recent thing. I really enjoyed reading up on history and just on games in general. Like nothing makes me happier than finishing a game and then just diving into the wiki and picking up on all the stuff I might have missed. I'm like, shit, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into building these worlds, these characters, and someone who wants to be an author one day, that's very cool for me too.
Yeah, I was about to ask, would you say any of your attempts at writing books or even still writing now come from games? Like, do those inspirations come from games or from other books?
One of my first memories of, well, not one of my first memories, but I think of Final Fantasy VII. I played as a kid, and that for me, I was like, the connection I had, all the reading. I'm like, I'm playing through a book because I'm actually reading through all this stuff while I'm doing stuff, and I'm sure that had an impact on me. Like it must have had an impact on me. Yeah, look at us today.
Okay,
Neil,
cool. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the question.
Cool. Yeah, that was a cool question. Okay, Meg said, okay, this is a very specific question. She says, was there ever a game that you loved the concept of, but once you played it, hated the gameplay, but the soundtrack was the only thing you liked about it and didn't make you return to it? For me, that was Oli Oli.
Oli Oli's fucking awesome. What are you talking about?
I don't even know how to answer that question.
Nier Automata, 100%. I fucking adore that game. I think its story is unbelievable. I did not like playing it.
Okay.
Its gameplay gets super repetitive. Its combat's a bit stale, but I was there and I will fucking do it again to experience that story and that incredible soundtrack again.
I don't think I have an answer for this.
There's a lot of games that I like the concept of, but
actually,
don't like the game.
Okay, yeah, this might be a dumb answer, but if I think of Resident Evil 6, because I'm like, when I saw Resident Evil 6 announced and teased, I was like,
hell yeah.
I was like, oh my God, they're going to have Leon, they're going to have, what's his face, Chris, they're going to have new people. It's going to have
Albert Wesker's son.
Yeah, they have all these intersecting narratives, and it's like Resident Evil 5, but on steroids. And you play the game, you're like, well, not good.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of games that I like the concept of it, and just don't enjoy playing them. I think a lot of JRPGs are like that, like Xenoblade. I think it's got a really cool look, and I like the concept, but fuck me, it's
can't get into it.
It's really not for me. I guess up until the time, Tetris was the same thing.
Yeah,
respected it, loved it.
We had to rebrand, man. Yes.
Yeah. Playing Tetris Battle Royales now.
Yes, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
We only in the second month of 2019. We already got
2 great Battle Royales.
Yeah,
some would say only one.
What?
The early Tetris.
Whoa. Okay, is Alessandro satisfied with the amount of questions here this week? Yes, definitely.
Very.
The both of you are given a chance to create a new amiibo each. What would it be and why? It can be anything that does not exist. It's easy for me. Give me a Hollow Knight amiibo.
Fuck yeah.
Hollow Knight amiibo.
Shit.
Or
put Hollow Knight in
Hollow Knight and Hornet
Smash.
Amiibo.
Yeah.
Put Hollow Knight in. Oh my God, can you imagine? We don't know.
We
There's
don't know.
DLC characters
there's still
coming.
DLC. I'm trying to think of a good amiibo.
If they announce Hollow Knight, which they won't, as a anything for Smash, I'll die of happiness. That'd be awesome.
See, I would have said a Persona character, but that's happening now.
Yeah.
So, I would take, and there's no reason for them to ever make this, but an amiibo of the little dude from Journey. Because I think a figure of that
cool.
would be pretty cool.
Oh, give me an Ori amiibo.
Yeah.
Come on.
I still, every time I visit good pal Neelan, who lives in the States and works at Naughty Dog, what up?
No, yo.
He managed to get the special edition Journey statue that was printed and limited. Oh, fuck, that thing's so beautiful.
So how closely does he have to watch you every time you visit?
Honestly, I
got my eye on you.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Jeez, like, how big is it?
It's pretty big. It's like that big.
Oh, and it's the full...
it's got the little brown dude and then the white cloaked one, and they're like flying together. It's stunning. It's so
awesome.
gorgeous. Oh
shit. Okay. Next question. Has there ever been a game you played that you disliked so much that it made you dislike the entire franchise? But years later you enjoy it? For me, it was Dark Souls. I hated it because I played the crap bad port that was a PC release. The PS4 remastered version is great.
That I ended up loving afterwards. That narrows it down quite a bit. I can tell you when I played Crackdown 2, I severely did not want to ever play that franchise again.
Oh yeah, and here you are playing
Fucking
Crackdown
terrible.
3.
Absolutely terrible. I don't know. I guess I could say Bloodborne in a way got me onto Souls because I tried the Souls and I never really dug them at all. And Bloodborne was the one that changed my mind on it completely.
Yeah. And now Sekiro's coming.
Oh fuck! I'm so excited
Bloodborne
for Sekiro.
with grapple hooks.
Yeah.
Basically.
Destiny
really.
was also one. Like I didn't get into Destiny 1 at all, but Destiny 2 seriously changed my mind about that entire series. So.
I don't think I have an answer for this.
Oh, and now I activated Siri. So.
Oh no! Why Siri? Yeah,
What about you? You don't have an answer?
Pass.
Pass.
Is Alessandro the luckiest employee on earth to be fired on 4 occasions and rehired a few minutes later?
I mean, you fired me just this podcast.
I fired him earlier, yeah. So that's 5. Add that to the count.
Reset the counter.
I know. Has there been a game that you could not play due to making you depressed or anxious? Papers, Please made me depressed within 10 minutes every single time. Easy answer for me for that is that I love XCOM. Like I played many hours of XCOM, but then the more I played it, the more I was like not depressed or anxious, but I hated like the stress of it. Of just the thought of I made the mistake of naming my soldiers after friends. So just the thought of losing them and then doing the wrong move, and it's like permanent. The way to play the game, you don't like reload. You
you
accept your
don't
consequences.
say scum that shit. Yeah.
And like I play games for. I know this sounds ridiculous because like I'm playing Bloodborne, which some would say is like stressful, and Hollow Knight, which is stressful. But like I get such a rush from, getting better at the game to the point when I beat a boss, I feel like, what a rush. I don't get that from XCOM. Although I suppose if I had to see it to its end, you get the same sort of rush. Like I finished it,
I think it's more because you don't get that rush because XCOM has some bullshit RNG to it.
Yeah, that's
so a lot of the time you don't get the ruch because you're just like, this game just fucked me over.
I can't blame my skill. I can just blame the system of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, nothing's made me depressed. I've had games that have made me sad, but I don't think that's the same as being depressed. That's just
I've been sad by games disappointing me, but nothing.
Have you played a game? Did Crackdown 3 make you depressed?
Yeah, it made me depressed.
You sad.
Same with Force Awakens 2 made me.
Oh no.
I don't know. I've never had a game and its story like Mig says Papers, Please, and Papers, Please is a depressing game, but not to the point where I stopped playing it. Papers, Please is awesome.
Papers,
yeah,
Please.
I can't think of an example of something like that. I'm gonna pass.
Nothing makes you anxious?
I mean, horror games.
Resident Evil 2
general,
remake,
like
that
I'm
made
not
you
gonna.
anxious.
I never played Outlast, and I'm never going to because fuck that shit.
You'll die.
Yeah. Resident Evil 2 made me anxious, but I loved it. It was awesome.
See, but that's what I'm talking about with Bloodborne and Hollow Knight. It's like it makes me feel like, but then you get through it, you're like, oh wow, that was worth it.
That rush is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Is there a chance, however slim, for John Michael to be a guest on the podcast?
Don't know.
Maybe one day
we played Apex with him the other day.
Yeah. Well, what a guy. Hey.
What a great guy.
John Michael, maybe one day.
Good at pinging.
Really good at pinging. Really good at lots of things. You know. You're given a hot dog. It has no sauces in it. What sauces would you add to it?
You throw the hot dog in the bin, and you get better food.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
God damn. The food snobbery is high in this podcast.
I had a hot dog in the States that was wrapped in bacon.
Bacon.
That's the most American thing I've ever had in my life. But there's always this hot dog place just outside E3, the like street vendor people, and they put on like some sauteed peppers and onions. Yeah. And always some tomato sauce or ketchup or whatever, and mustard. And I'm pretty down with like a bit of relish and a mustard and tomato sauce. Definitely have to.
The same. I mean,
some people put sour cream and shit on there.
Yeah, what makes the hot dog for me, not even. No, is it a? Sorry, I'm thinking of Warsaw now, but fried onion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I love that stuff.
Fried onion, real good. Mustard, man, mustard is a staple for me. I fucking love mustard. So.
And last question from Migs. We made it, fam. How often have you guys bought the same game on different formats? I bought Valkyria Chronicles 3 times on PS3, PC, and PS4.
This was a question floating about on Twitter. I think Cassidy, I'm forgetting her surname now, from IGN posted this, and it was kind of cool seeing responses. Mine is 100% Downwell. I think
Ah,
I
you
own
bought on-
Downwell on like 4 or 5 platforms.
Oh, geez,
I think it's PC, mobile, PS4, Vita, and our Switch.
I'm trying to think. I had a game that I
Well,
bought.
PS4 and PS4 and Vita might have been cross-play. I don't know.
No, Final Fantasy 7.
Fair, yeah.
Got it. I played it on the original PS1. I bought it on. I got it on PC, and I bought it on PlayStation to play on my Vita.
And you played on Switch.
And the thing is, I play the game every few years, but I've played it too recently, like 2-3 years ago. So I'll wait a couple of years, but then I probably will pick it up on Switch.
And then you'll pick up the remake when you're 70 years old.
Oh my god, the remake! One day, will it be good? Who knows?
Who knows?
But do you have any other?
Downwell's phenomenal, and it's like $30 on Switch. Please buy that game.
Oh my,
It's so good.
Downwell's really good, really hard.
Still
really
haven't
good.
finished it.
One day
my
you will.
furthest I've got to World 4, and then there's no more ground. And
You just die.
there's no more ground, and there's only red jellyfish things. So you can jump on them,
Why?
but fuck, it gets ridiculous.
I don't want
World
it.
3 is wild because it's underwater, so
Yeah,
you have to get
to
air.
rush. Yeah,
That game's so good.
it's too good. But
It's so good.
speaking of games that make you stress, Downwell.
Holy shit, yeah.
Because you get
Downwell's
further, and the further you
stressful.
get, like, oh my god, oh my god,
Downwell's
you die.
so
You're like,
stressful.
no.
And then there's hard mode as well.
There's hard mode.
Yeah.
I don't want to play
Normal
hard
mode and then hard mode. Yeah. It's a
I
game.
choose life.
It's really good. It's worth far more than 40 Rand, but you should play it anyway.
Shit. And that's all the questions.
And that's the podcast.
That is episode 42. The answer
We
to
forgot
life.
to tell people where they can leave us questions, Matty.
Well, they can still tell it. They can still send us. I mean,
Where can they send us questions?
so you can. You don't have. Every week I put out a tweet and a Facebook post. You don't have to wait for those. You can send
Just
us.
DM us. Slide into
You
them
can slide
DMs.
into our DMs. You can send us tweets or just write shit to us on Facebook, or find email off to checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com.
At Checkpoint
'Cause
Chats on
check-
Twitter.
Checkpointchat@gmail.com. I'm assuming was taken.
Yeah, it was.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
And send us all your shit. It does not have to be gaming related.
Yeah. I mean, look, Meg tells us about a hot dog.
About hot dogs, yeah. Ask us about life. Ask us, whatever the hell you want. And we'll tackle it.
We'll tackle it with fury. and
Well,
gusto.
with fury, geez, like,
With fury and
angrily.
gusto and anger.
Do you like hot dogs? Oh, I love hot dogs, yeah.
This is all it's the Taurian and the Red Bull making you aggressive now.
Oh, is it only kicking now? I could go home and have a nap.
You could have
This
a nap.
has no effect on me, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I could have
I'm
have
so
a nap now as
tired.
well. I
This is what
stayed up
happens.
far too late
What were you doing up late?
playing Crackdown.
I was playing Apex. damn this gaming life we chose.
This has been episode 42. Checkpoint Chat.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening.
If you like the shits.
Yeah, like
Even
and
if you
subscribe.
don't, leave a like and subscribe, hey? Give us a rating and a review.
Jana.
Tell your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad, everyone about the podcast if they're into gaming or not.
Also, please, again, I'm putting a survey link in the show notes and we'll share it on
share
the
it, yeah.
socials. If you could take a few minutes to fill that out, super appreciated. We'll give
If you don't, you
flying
can.
high fives.
If you don't, you can look forward to adverts about fish flakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember-
we can't give you good adverts for stuff that you want if you don't tell us who you are. Also, if you don't want adverts, maybe there'll be something in the future. Who knows?
Flavor your fish won't forget.
Flavor your fish won't forget.
I should be a copywriter.
Yeah. Oh, you should. Oh, I wonder what you do.
God damn.
Yeah, in your day job when you're not parading,
I'm gonna
moonlighting as Batman podcaster.
Pat myself in the back for that. I'm going to put that on my CV, my resume.
Fish flakes.
If fish flakes exist, this is what you should use.
Thank you for listening to episode 42 of Checkpoint Chat. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.